This is about Stephen Hawking, and I should admit that I don't know what I'm talking about, but my idea is that he didn't either. Stephen Hawking died a while ago. His funeral was widely reported and very well attended. Partly because of his disabled condition due to ALS, and partly because of his reputation as a scientist, Hawking died a famous man. He wrote a book of popular science, A Brief History of Time. It sold over 9 million copies and helped to make him rich. He traveled all over the world, mostly in a private jet. He received a great many honors and was as big a celebrity as a scientist could be. Everyone had their picture taken with him: royalty, movie stars, presidents, dictators. Some say he belongs on the short list of geniuses with Galileo, Newton, and Einstein. He was called a master of the universe, a title somehow oddly magnified by his cruel disability. That made him an inspirational figure. Look at what this man has done despite his gross limitations. Of course, Hollywood made a movie out of it. I thought he was one of those people who was famous for being famous. I thought he was long in hooey and a phony baloney. I don't believe he discovered anything that advanced our knowledge or changed the world one whit. A few biographical notes. While at Oxford, before his illness manifested itself, he coxed a rowing crew and developed a reputation not as a champion but as a daredevil, steering his crew under risky courses, leading not to victory but to damaged boats. He was never one who favored much study, preferring to rely on his native brilliance, and when it came time for exams, he decided to answer only questions on theoretical physics, none requiring factual knowledge. He did eventually pass, as much on the strength of a clever reputation as anything he knew. In graduate school, he decided to study cosmology. Roger Penrose had a theory about space-time singularity when considering black holes. Hawking applied that thinking to the entire universe, writing his thesis on singularity and the geometry of space-time. It was around this period of his life that he became ill, but the progress of the disease was much slower than the doctors had predicted. They said he would live for 2 years. He died at the age of 76. He became well known for his theories about black holes and the Big Bang origin of the universe, even though neither of them has ever been directly observed. But as a theoretical construct, black holes were very sexy, and with them and his private jet and his badly debilitated body and artificially enhanced voice, Hawking spread his theories and his fame around the world. He made bets with other scientists about the existence of specific black holes, and he would lose those bets. He wagered that a certain particle would never be discovered, and when it was, the Higgs boson, or God particle, he lost that bet too. He proposed many theories and retracted every one, or nearly every one of them. He was always talking about the unified theory, or the complete theory, saying that if we could come up with it, we would understand the mind of God. As he got older, his work became even more intuitive and speculative, not insisting on mathematical proof. Other scientists, chained to measurements and observable facts, couldn't keep up with him. Everywhere he went, he was received with the greatest respect. Everyone considered him to be a genius, something of an oracle. He certainly enjoyed his success in playing that role. I say just because someone speaks about profundities, the origins and ends of space and time, the nature and function of black holes, the boundaries of existence, and what lies beyond, even the mind of God, that coming from a professed atheist, but then he was prone to contradiction. All of that doesn't add up to genius. I thought he was a character, someone out of the Peter Sellers playbook, and a quack. I still do, even though he's dead, and you're not supposed to speak ill of the dead. So I won't. What he did, becoming so well known despite his severe physical limitations, and accomplishing so little, That's very impressive in its way. He had a knack for trying risky courses, and that led to lost wagers, false theories, and damaged boats.